Hi, welcome to Atrocious Gameplay. Now, this is going to be a little bit different of a video because there's been a lot of news recently, specifically geared towards IRL play Pokemon events for the Pokemon TCG, VGC, Pokken, all that type of stuff. So we're going to kind of talk about it, and then also specifically for the TCG, find some alternatives for some people, because I know for people like me, really miss IRL events, want them to come back as soon as possible, but for the time being, what can we do now to continue getting better at the game? So, as always, you like what you see on this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. This actually just came out not too long ago, just a couple hours ago. I had a different style of video plan that wasn't a deck profile, but then this came up and I thought that this was just way more important. So I highly encourage that you watch this entire thing, you listen to this, and you kind of take the advice and search out the things that I give to you all the resources that I give out to you all. So if you do not know, if you haven't seen it on Twitter, YouTube, anything really, play Pokemon activities will be canceled up until January 2021, or I should say early 2021. That is exactly what the clause they put in here. The world is not necessarily getting better, and Pokemon is just kind of taking this as it goes, you know, taking it day by day, trying to figure out how the world is going before they bring back these events. But there's a couple things. One, November 2020, we are going to get another update as of the early 2021 year. So I'm thinking like January and February. That is what they're going to mention through November. That is something really good to note. So we have something to look forward to. Program play Pokemon events canceled through the rest of 2020. I kind of expected this to happen. I think I said this on a previous YouTube video or something, that it's not necessarily getting better. So I would rather be safe than sorry. Anyways, there are a lot of different things. So you may look at this and you may be like, oh my gosh, no IRL events. How am I going to play Pokemon? Like, I just want to get better. I just want to practice with these decks. I bought these cards. Like, what do I do? There's a couple of things that you can do. One of the things they actually mention here, in the meantime, Pokemon trading card game players can continue to participate in League at Home events. We will also be providing additional details about a new TCG online series named the Play Pokemon Team Challenge, launching later this year. So probably, this is just my guess, November 2020 is when we're going to start hearing and getting a lot more information about the Play Pokemon Team Challenge whenever that comes out. Now, I don't really know at all what that is. I don't work for Pokemon. I don't have any insight on Pokemon, things like that, or people that can tell me information about this. But in the meantime, there is at least this that you can do. The League at Home events, that you can do instead of going to a local league, which I highly recommend. I know that some places, especially in America, with Europe and stuff, I guess it just depends on like what country you're in, you know, and how your country is doing. But for America, I live here. I know that America is not doing well, so I recommend for my fellow Americans to stay at home and don't go to league. Now, with this, there are actually plenty of other things that you can do as well. In a previous video, which you can check up the iCard up here, we talked about the newly introduced Players Cup 2. This is the Pokemon TCG site. I highly recommend that you watch our video. Kind of explains everything through it, but just like Players Cup 1, there will be an event. It'll be formatted a lot differently, so it's a little bit better than the first one, in my personal opinion. So I highly encourage, if you want to do some competitive play, highly encourage that you do this, because everybody's going to get an equal chance to be able to do this that qualify for the Players Cup. So if you're a master, if you've logged on to the game, you got a Play Pokemon account, you got a Pop ID associated with your account, everybody, doesn't matter how many tickets you have, because it's not run on tickets. It is run on a new currency that is coming. I believe they said September 25th. Again, all the information that you need was in the iCard up top, but I will also link this if you want to read this and anything else with the Players Cup as well. But another thing that has been super popular the last several months, and there's so many of them out now because a lot of people are doing it now because there's such great things, is online tournaments that the community has held. Now, this is basically what the video is. It's basically giving you resources to be able to do this. And this is super fun. I've known a lot of people that do these tournaments. I've done some of these tournaments myself. The online tournaments that people tell, as we scroll, there's a ton of different tournaments. Some of them not even listed here. I feel like you can't even include all of these, but there are some wonderful tournaments out there that will help you continue to play at a very high competitive level. So if you go to PokeStats, which we have talked about before, I love PokeStats, very, very good website run by some very good people. These are just results of events that have happened recently in the 2020 to 2021 season, which is right now what we have currently. And look at all these events that are happening. And more events are going to start coming up. More and more events are going to continue happening. So you know what? You should join these events. Now, there's a lot of people that are like, man, I don't know how to join these events. Or they look at this and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so much. I highly encourage that you check out some of these buttons. It's run through Discord. A lot of these events are run through Discord. So like this invite is valid essentially, but this was mainly to show you that you do it through Discord. This is why I also prepared this right here. This is a Discord. This is actually my Discord account, so don't be mean. This is Hegster's Discord. Give it a lot of announcements and things like that, talking about when the new things are, giving updates and stuff. You register through here, you'll send him packs and stuff. Some of these cost maybe a couple bucks, especially if they have prizes in terms of monetary value. But most of these events, including Hegster, the NeoPie Open, the PokeX Tag Bolt series that you'll find on the website, they are all costing packs. So you pay them packs and they pay you packs. There are some very, very, very good ones. As you can see, I have this long list of different Discords here that are through here. Limitless is trying around with different ideas. They have different things going on. PokeX has several different types of events, including the Tag Bolt, the Alter Creation, Infinity, I think, is something that they're doing here soon. And then they have other things as well, just a general community vibe. The NeoPie Open, which is kind of like the first community organized tournaments that we are having. They are back up and running. NeoPie had taken his break because he works really, really hard, and so he needed a break. But now they're back up and running, full circle, very, very awesome. You can check that out. Epoch as well, doing those. Hegster. Atlas has a bunch of mini tourneys. I know Drayden's been working really, really hard on doing those. And then there's also custom community ones, such as ban ADP tournaments. You may have heard Sean and I talk about these tournaments on the Metapod podcast, Pokemon TCG podcast that myself and Jaro, Sean, another content creator on Twitch and YouTube do. That talk about these types of events. And although I don't think there's another event scheduled, it is only this one just started, the first one. There will be more because, again, the first tournament will take place on X day, which has already happened. So there will be a second one up and coming. And there's other ones too, like Hyperlux has done 2 different tournaments during this kind of pandemic era that people are trying to look for events. And again, I highly recommend that you go check out these events. I highly recommend that you go practice in these. Although I can't usually do them just because of my work schedule and things like that, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't. I highly recommend. These are wonderful things. There are people, high-level people, that play in these. So if you look in here, Azul won this entire event over in the Kaiser No ADP tournament. Josh Sutherland, a wonderful friend of the community, well-known player, he is in this as well. Epoch is a good European one, meant for European players if you are a part of that community that maybe can't make a Hegster or something because Hegster goes so late. So Epoch is a really good sample of that as well. Also, I think NeoPie is pretty good for European players. I could be wrong. I know they start around 11 to noon Eastern time, and so from there you can be doing that. And just wonderful, wonderful stuff. Cashman as well has been doing that. Just won the last NeoPie Open. Again, a lot of wonderful competitions, a lot of wonderful events that you can do, a lot of great ways to get practice. So again, if you need this information, I will try to leave as many links as I can down below. You can check me out on Twitter too. On Twitter, at AtrociousJake. Let's just go to my Twitter. So if you check me out on Twitter, this is a plug on my Twitter, I guess, but don't worry about the plug. Just at my Atrocious Jake, if you go follow me over there, I very often retweet results that happen from a lot of these online tournaments. So if you're looking for an online tournament, maybe you don't know where to find one, or maybe, you have already been doing the Neopie Open and you've already been doing maybe the PokeX series of like the Tag Boulder Alter Creation, and you want a different one to go to, just go check out my Twitter. I will retweet all the results that I really see, whether that is Chill TCG, which is not on, I'm not in a Discord. There's also like Professor's Paradise. There's so many that you can do. So again, highly encourage. Try not to go to IRL events, especially for you Americans. I can't control what you do, right? But please stay healthy, stay safe, wear a mask, do the smart thing. Okay, we can play Pokemon and we can enjoy Pokemon with our friends and things like that. It doesn't have to be IRL. It's not the same, I will agree. It's very hard. I miss IRL events a lot. I miss going to my local league, but I would rather be safe and to wait until it is safe and ready, so then we can get back to that as soon as possible. But please take a part of these community events. They are run by very good people. They do a very good job of maintaining these events and running these events, and I haven't heard really any bad experiences from these events. So I highly encourage, again, you go check those out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, bunch of links down in the description. Not only the PokeStats website, also the Players Cup information, but also a bunch of tournaments that you can join. And then also you can find my Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. I mean, you're already on my YouTube, so I guess there's that. My TikTok, I have a TikTok now. I'm doing daily uploads on TikTok. You can go check that out. All that different jazz. So I hope, again, you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, we're not very good at video games or card games, but we have a fun time doing it. I will see you all later. Birthday stream on Saturday. We're streaming on Twitch on my birthday. That's on Saturday. Highly encourage you to go check that out. Hang out with us. We'll be playing some TCG if you want to practice for the Players Cup and stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot of viewer battles that day. So, yeah, would love to see you come by. Anyways, have a great day.